Hello everyone, this is Group79 here, and you are currently watching the upload of this video onto the main channel. The video itself will be going onto the second channel, which is where all future videos of this series will be going. This is mainly to keep the main channel for stuff related to national anthems, patriotic songs, and history. Thank you for your understanding and enjoy the episode. Hello everyone, welcome to Creepers Rants, episode 1. Today we've got a series of topics that I'll be ranting on about today. The first one is going to be the director's commentary for the latest episode of Cryptopia News Network. Now, before we get into that, please remember to like and subscribe. There will be more videos coming out on the second channel eventually, as content improves and my knowledge of how to make stuff also improves. This, keep in mind that most political opinions that I will be talking about in this series are exclusively my opinions. If you live in a country that protects free speech, you can feel free to disagree, but if you're North Korean, you must agree. Agree with the Supreme Leader. Alright, so the CNN director's commentary. Basically, I started out wanting to make a news video in some form or another. So all the news sources are like BBC or RT or whatever. Mostly to give it a bit more of a Eastern European-ish flair. It's also keep in mind, the news is, most of it is actual news. Some of it is Cryptopian propaganda, and it's all from the perspective of Cryptopia. The first episode was all actual news, stuff that actually happened. Especially that Bolsonaro banning communist symbolism thing in Brazil. Which is, in my legitimate opinion, it is completely ridiculous. It's restriction of freedom of speech. Everyone should be able to express whatever they want, even if it's offensive. If it's offensive, they should be able to say it. It's their right. Everyone's got freedom. Especially in a country like Belarus. No, not Belarus, Brazil. I've got Belarus on the brain. But since Brazil, they've had an authoritarian problem in the past with Getúlio Vargas ruling that stuff. And it's a problem. The United Nations should do something about it, and especially countries like China and Vietnam, socialist countries like that, and the socialist world should definitely be doing something about this, because it's a problem. Any restriction on freedom of speech is essentially oppressive. You're being oppressed. And keep in mind, this is the son of the guy that got stabbed on his political campaign and lived and managed to actually go and win the election that he was in. And honestly, I think Bolsonaro might be a form of new sort of neo-fascism. That guy is an outright racist. He's pretty much Brazilian Trump. Yeah. Speaking of Trump, it's time for move on to the next topic, being the 2020 United States presidential election. Or as America calls it, oh god, here we go again. Yeah, basically, if you haven't been keeping up with it, both Joe Biden, former vice president under Barack Obama, and and Donald Trump, the incumbent president, have been nominated. Now, the really interesting thing is who Joe Biden chose to be his running mate, and if he wins, vice president. He chose a former Attorney General of California, Kamala Harris. And keep in mind, this is like only the third time that a major nominee for an American political party has chosen a female running mate. The first, I think, was Geraldine Ferraro with Walter Mondale. Then it was the late John McCain with Sarah Palin. And this is the second time in this century, actually, that the Democrats have done something like it. And this is just proof that the Democrats are the really progressive party in America nowadays. Like, they're a complete contrast from the blatant racism of the Republicans, from the racism and the just favouring of businesses, just outright favouring of businesses that the Republicans are. Like, I myself am no supporter of Biden. Like, I'm more of a supporter of Bernie Sanders, but Sanders says that we should support Biden against Trump, and you know the phrase, vote blue no matter who. So yeah, despite the fact that I am ineligible and unable to vote for the American president, I will be supporting Joe Biden in this campaign. If he's against Trump, which it's the lesser of two evils again. America has over 300 million people, and these are the best two that they could bring up. I mean, in the UK we've got Keir Starmer and Boris Johnson, and Starmer, I literally know nothing about the guy. And Johnson, he's a populist, but at least he's somewhat competent. Theresa May was just completely incompetent. Like, she could hardly get anything done back when she was the one negotiating Brexit. And keep in mind, Brexit has taken 4 years, and they're still negotiating it. So yeah, we're going to be moving from politics onto a subject that many of you who actually know me or have spoken to me will know I am somewhat knowledgeable on, and that being the subject of planes and aviation. So, the biggest debate I've had currently in my aviation circle is the 787 versus the A350. Now, I myself am very much in the side of the A350. Like, look at that thing. It looks amazing compared to the 787. Oh boy, that's a creature. Second of all, the A350, it's more efficient than the 787. Plus the 787 is just cool. It's just much cooler. Alright, and no, the A350 is much cooler than the 787. Yeah. And plus, from what I know of the aircraft, the 787 can carry much more people than the A350 can carry much more people than the 787. Right, we're coming up on 9 minutes. I don't want to make this video too long, so we're going to move on to the last subject, being trains. Now, I've been on and off interested in trains for a good couple of years, and I have designed my own trains. and my own liveries. I may or may not put them in, display some of them in this video. If not, I'll just put the waving Cryptopian flag, or just keep that there. So yeah, we're coming up on 10 minutes now, so yeah, I think that is where I am going to end it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. This has been Creep 79 signing up. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe.